I recently made a video called Warno's new meta is disgusting, and I was explaining Warno's new meta, which consists of people spamming 2 cards of ATGMs and 1 card of MMGs. Today I'm going to show you how to beat it. So here's my opponent's deck. This is ZXC Vista, really good player, 400 ranked games this season on his first account, and he's got 2. He's playing Belgium, which is the best division in Warno at doing this specific strat. The specific strat is you get there first with your airborne forward deployment, so Humvee TOW 2s, these ESR GVP guys, regular Eclairs and Fusiliers. Usually you don't need all 4, I'm surprised he brought all 4. Usually 3 is enough. Especially given the overlap between these two Luxembourgians. But you get there, and then you set up 12 MMGs, 8 Milan 1s in Milan transports, and 6 Milan 2s. Usually you bring those in the Milan transports as well, but he didn't do that. He's also got 14 towed AA guns, and you just kind of sit on it the whole game. I'm going up against him as first UK. This was the old deck, which I played in the actual game. Yeah, obviously you'll see that in the game. Following the game, I made these changes, so I got rid of the scimitar, even though it's super useful. Okay, it's not that useful. It's nice to have an autocannon at the start of the game. It's cheaper than a warrior replique, right? But basically it's kind of RNG. It can hit a transport and explode it, and you'll see that in the game against me, because he gets them as well. Or it can just miss everything. And so the idea is basically this is a 3-point slot. So I got rid of it. It's nice to have, but in exchange, I was able to bring the M109s at 1 vet, because this is a 1-point slot. So now I've got 2 at 1 vet instead of 2 at no vet. And I was also able to bring the AVRE, which is really good against these small teams and these towed AA guns and stuff. So next time I go up against this strat, I'll do even better. You can say 1 vet or no vet. The reason this is a no vet is because I've not used it yet, and I think I'm just going to lose them all. If I find they're not dying, then I'll up it to 1 vet. The thing is, 10 armor means it dies in 1 shot to a Milan 2, dies in 1 shot to a TOW 2, and on the side armor it dies in 1 shot to a Conkers, or a Milan 2 or a TOW 2, and it's super slow, which means it also turns really slow, so I just think I'm going to lose loads of them. Also, it's got smoke. The CEV, which is one the Americans get, has the same gun but has 12 armor. And this can survive a Milan 2 and a TOW 2 for only 5 points more. And it's got a 50 cal and it's faster, so it is better, but it doesn't have the smoke. So this one you would want to bring at 1 vet because it will survive the TOW 2 shot, and then it has to actually leave without smoking and leaving, right? So it has to leave under its own power, which means you want it turning fast, you want it moving fast. So let's get in the game and I'll show you how to beat this disgusting new meta. Right, so here I am in-game, and it's literally worst case scenario for me. I'm against one of the best players in the game. I'll show you his stats at the end, and he's got 2 accounts. He's playing Belgium, which is the best at doing this strat, and he's on the good side of the map. It's the good side of the map because he can get a TOW 2 here, right? And he can get an ATGM here and a TOW 2 here and so on. And then I just can't get in my own zone. So this is supposed to be my zone. But as you can see, right, this is a forward deployed whatever, and this is a forward deployed whatever. He gets into my zone at basically the same time I do. And he cuts me off from my zone immediately, and he gets this, right? So, worst case scenario, and this is why I wanted to show you this video, because it's a good showcase of how to deal with it, right? So, first things first, it's time to thank the generous channel joiners, generously joining the channel. They get their names on the screen, they get the videos early, they get members exclusive videos. They're basically funding this whole operation, so if you appreciate the videos, if you want them to still be made, then it's a great way to ensure that this channel doesn't go poof, because if I have to get a job, then I'll probably just pack it in. Anyway, that's the guilt tripping out of the way. Get 2 CVs so that I can at least secure Charlie and Alpha, and this other one, Bravo, back here. And I have forward deployed Milan 2s, so I send one round the side. I'm waiting for him to buy artillery. This is a very narrow map, So, and you can see he's trying to sneak around me here with a scimitar, so I have the Milan 2 here to stop that. Yeah, and I basically just can't get in my own zone, because he starts in it, and he cuts me off both ways with ATGM, so this one's... I mean, he's not put one here yet, which is surprising. So, my main thrust here is to come down here, but... Yeah, I've also got a mortar for smoke. I'm not using it for smoke at the moment, I'm just using it for HE. My main concern at the moment is not losing units, so I've opened with 2 tanks here, and my idea is to not lose units. So I probably shouldn't have smoked there, because I think I could see him because of this guy. Oh no, his ground surveillance radar just activated, so now I can see him. My main plan here is just to not lose units, and to kill my enemy's units. And there's a few ways to do that, which you'll see. First thing is trying to sneak something around the side is good. The other thing is, so he gets really good bombers, 4 or 6 of them, depending on how many he feels like bringing. He also gets ATGM healers, which I didn't see this game. I didn't check the deck review for them. Anyway, I buy the arty quite early, because I know he starts in my zone, right? Like I said, worst case scenario, I'm on the bad side of the map, and I'm against this forward deployed div with the 3 cards and all that. So... in terms of the new meta, it doesn't get any harder than this. My main concern is just keeping my units alive. I down-vetted the MAGs after this, they die too easily. And you see, so my Sultan, I've got it next to the Rapier. I know about this because he was kind of circling it around a few times. If he just YOLO'd into this, he probably would have got me, actually. But tick ends, and so I buy the fighter. And you see how slowly I'm playing it, right? I could just YOLO in here and die, but I'm not doing that. I'm trying to build up to here. So I can basically get better kills on him. And you see ATGMs come in, kill the first Milan team. Remember, he gets 8 plus 8 on the Milan 1, so that's 16. And then 6 plus 6 on the Milan 2s, although he only brought 1 card, so that's... it should be 12, but it's 6. As in, he didn't bring the transport with the Milan on it. So, and he gets 12 of these MMG teams, so it's tough going. And like I said, after this I put the AVRE in. And you see, I'm just trying to trade him out here. So I've got my supply, I get hit, I supply, I get hit, I supply. Just trying my absolute best not to die. I am still losing units, I'm not perfect. My Milan 2 gets in over here, and then I don't get him, which is a shame. But then he fires 4 of these, and he doesn't get me. But yeah, I end up not getting this. Like I said, it's a guide, I'm not trying to build hype here. I'm trying to explain to you how to do things. So the mortar, I'd love to use it for smoke, to smoke in here, but it's not going to work because he's actually got more inf in here than me. So yeah, this gets up there, and it's very close range, but the accuracy is 25%. It scales with distance, so it'd be more like 50 at that distance, probably 60, but, you know, it happens. And then, yeah, he comes through and kills these, but... we know he's out of the zone, we know this has run out of stuff, so I send the Sultan that was next to the Rapier, and you see I've got a fight. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't have a fighter up. That traded into a Leopard 1, which is great for me because that's 105 and that's 55, so that's a 50-point trade up. And you see what I'm trying to do here, I'm just trying to kill his guys, if that wasn't obvious. I'm just trying to kill his guys, because if we try and rush into the zone, we're going to lose. So yeah, he's on a +2. He gets it for free, he does it for free, right? So I've got the fighter up. Honestly, this push was a bit kind of ballsy, but, you know. And I'm moving the smoke mortar up there to smoke. This howitzer, I should have been moving up between shots, and this Sultan should be next to it, and this arm rifle should be up here. That's why I've got all that, but it takes me a while to do that. I do end up doing it, but it takes me a while. So you can always smoke with your howitzer. I sent 6 Gazelle rockets forwards. Basically, what I'm trying to do is... I don't know if you're familiar with the action at Verdun, but essentially the German plan, and it worked at the start, was essentially not to capture Verdun. It was to... so look at this, right? So I right-click that, and it was on it, and it just completely missed. He wasn't even moving or anything. It was on it, and it just... so, like... I should have killed that, really, but okay. Anyway, so I am making mistakes here. I am losing guys, right? Maybe this is a bit of an aggressive push. Yeah, it is. It's a bit too aggressive. I should be more focused around just kind of taking this area. But you see the warrior appliques are firing, right? The chieftain gets hit by the Milan. The warrior appliques come up and kill it. We've got the smokes out from this mortar now. I think this howitzer is... yeah, it should be moving up. This one isn't firing either. I should have just put it on HE and just be bombing all these. It doesn't do a huge amount, but it does a bit. Anyway, I lose a Gazelle rocket. This guy, because I've got the smoke, right? I'm just, you know, moving around in the smoke. Cluster comes, because I wanted to blow this up, right? So that's actually another cluster. Anyway, so we'll speak about the scimitar. He fires 1 round. This is the 55% chance to hit once in 5 rounds, so that's 11% per round. He hits me and he kills me, so... So yeah, the scimitar, it can be useful, but yeah. Anyway, so you see, we are pushing up here. Perhaps it is too aggressive, but you see the idea. You're using a blob of units, not too close together because of the cluster. I've always got a fighter up, although this one literally just went down, and I bought a Sultan instead of another fighter. This ends up costing me. You learn from my mistakes as well. Look, I'm buying CBs and stuff. Should be doing that. This should be next to the howitzer. The mortar should be firing and moving with every shot. But the idea is you can't blob if you don't have a fighter up, because he just does this. So there goes my Chieftain Mark 9. But this is a 265-point bomber, right? I had 2 tracked rapiers here because I was expecting him to do that at some point. I didn't know it'd be right then, but expecting him to do it at some point. Anyway, I could be smoking this, for example, would be a great spot to smoke, because then this rifles can get in here instead of getting shot. But yeah, this would have been a even Stevens if that 1 round hadn't hit me, because this would be capped, but, you know, it happens. So, next thing's up, the artillery. I know he's got artillery, and it's the same as my artillery, they're just the same thing. The Warrior Replique's pretty decent because of the 4 armor. And the Milan 2 means it one-shots Leopard 1s. Against T-72s or something like that, it's really not so good. But against, or against BMP2s, it's not good, because the BMP2s one-shot it. And they've got more range, so... And they cost the same. But against Leopard 1s, they're good, because they one-shot them, and the Leopard 1 can't really one-shot this unless it's really close. So there are a few things that counter Leopard 1s. So... Trying to slow down the tick. Obviously, if this wasn't such a one-sided map, I'd just push here. But, you know, we had to do something a bit funny. I'm not saying you should do this every time. It's just the opportunity arose, and, you know. So I'm trying to push here. These regular Fusiliers are okay, I guess. So yeah, I'm just trying to stop the tick, but the main thing is don't lose guys. Don't lose guys. That's how you counter this meta. It's like, oh, that's always the case. But the point is, you want to play a really late game, because it's going to take time to... Look, 265-point plane kills a 65-point thing and dies. And, you know, I can do that all day. I mean, you got the Stolly, which is a shame because I've only got 2 cards of supply. I wish this had been a regular rifles. He would have killed all that, but... Or at least killed 2 of them. Big shame. Anyway, so I send another Rover around the side because I just figure probably not put anybody there, because all this showed up and this was what was here. So yeah, we've got the arty, hitting him with the arty, right? And the main thing is basically just whenever he overextends, kill all his guys. So you see, he's actually losing a huge number of people. Sadly, we do lose the tracked rapier to the M109. After you shoot with your arty, you should move it. The Hell Arm I can afford to be quite aggressive with, because a Minstrel can't one-shot it. Looks like I tried to arty this guy, and he lost a lot of HP, so he's... Sorry, cohesion, so he's only got 30% accuracy. Anyway, so this wouldn't one-shot a Leopard 1, but it does, because I got a crit, so that was lucky. Because it would one-shot 6 armor, and these are 8, but I got a crit there. So, yeah, he keeps coming in here because he's like, I need the tick, I need the tick. I messed up big time here. This guy gets side shot and then routes. He doesn't die, though, so that's nice. And, yeah, just trying to kill him. Playing it late and just trying to kill him. Like, yeah, get in the zone if you can, but the main thing is to kill the enemy. We know this is here because of this big line here. So, we know it's around there somewhere. So yeah, the cluster I go for this. The reason I go for the scimitar and not for this is because this is the middle. So this is probably where all his AA is. And wow, what do you know? 5 minstrels. So I was very smart not to do that. This thing I'm trying to send around the sides, but because of the roads, you got to be a bit careful. He's obviously going to see this happening, which is not good. We know there's an Eclairs in there, so I just shoot it with the mortar. If he doesn't move it, it will eventually die. It'll take a while, but he will eventually die. This sniper thing's kind of annoying. I'm trying to move up here, because if you can take this, then you can at least see in your own zone, which is nice, isn't it? So yeah, I could have deployed this way earlier. So HE and Cluster coming out, and then yeah, this gets mega minstreled to death. But because it curled off this way, I don't think this one could fire. I don't think this one could fire either, so we did alright there. We got the CV. Usually you'd want to send Seed out in front, and then even if the Seed plane dies, at least your bomber survives. But that's another minute. Honestly, I was playing too fast. Unironically, I was playing too fast here. So I'm trying to do something here. This guy, Ground Surveillance Radar, he's like the SAS Patrol, but he's got AT. So he's... well, it depends what you want it for, really. This is better against infantry, and this is better against vehicles, but they are very similar. The mortar should be moving after every shot. That's why you use a self-propelled one. So that's my bad. Shouldn't be doing that. Big mistake. You see, you went back to the second building after the warrior pleak, so you just get your LOS tool with C, go on the building. Okay, there's a gap there, so I come out here and start shooting him. Yeah. The arm rifles you'd expect to win anyway, because they're 7 guys versus 4, and I've got 2 machine guns. Anyway, I miss and he hits, which is very sad, because I'm higher accuracy and vetted and everything. But I survive on Milan 1, because I have 4 armor. You're not always going to have that capability, but with First UK you do. I think First UK is a pretty good counter to this meta, basically, and therefore this division. So I sent another Rover Milan around, because I really need to kill this RT. The map is not very wide, and so it's just going to be an RT party, and I don't want him to kill my MAG teams, which incidentally, right, he's prioritising the Milan too, which is smart, because that's got less HP and it's more valuable. Less HP and more than 4 times the cost. So that's very intelligent of him. You see his shift queued and move order. Like I said, he's one of the best players in the game, right? I saw the drone because of this thing. I don't want to fly over the minstrels, so I just, you know, shoot this and then I turn around. I could have got 2 off, but I didn't know what was over here, and it's good because that Vads would have shot me. And, you know, he's still coming over, right? If we just check the... So he doesn't know this is here. This is why I really need to kill this, because if he knew this was here, then I wouldn't be able to kill his arty. Anyway, you see the next problem, these VADs, right? Honestly, the fact that he brings 14 is really weird. I would probably bring him up vetted and bring 10. I know he's going to watch this, so next time I see him, it'll be up vetted and it'll be 10. Anyway... You know, he's making mistakes, right? He's controlling all this, which means he's not controlling these. These guys just... This guy just kind of misses every single shot. Never mind, he hit it. Just complaining when I shouldn't be. These 81mm, I don't bring these because they've only got 3,500 meters range, which makes them a bit difficult to use. Still haven't put the Sultan with these because I'm still regarded. I have got this Sultan with this Rapier though, so that's something at least. Because it up-vets it, gives it 5% accuracy. Trying to get this guy, right? And you see, you can just see what he's buying. Okay, 4 Milan 2s, 3 MMGs. You know what I mean? He's literally just spamming out the ATGMs. I'm just going to sit here 20 minutes. But the thing is, right, the tick has stopped, and I still have more than half the game. So that's a nice rule of thumb for you. If you could stop the tick before the halfway point, then you've got a pretty good chance of winning. Because he's ticked up for less, because that means if you just get one the same as what he had in the late game, you'll win. So we double howitzered this. I'm not sure if I got it, because he was all reversal and stuff. Yeah, it looks like he makes it out. These things are pretty decent, actually. Oh, he gets killed by the Hellam. Okay. So yeah, Hellams can survive a minstrel shot. He does it again. He's like, I need the tick, I need the tick. But look how much he's sacrificing for it. Anyway, here's his M109. And... he flipping tanks it with an Iltis mag. I was aiming on that, and the flip... What a gamer. I don't know if that was intentional or what, but, like, I had him dead to rights. Anyway, so I do cluster this, which was probably a mistake, and there you go, it dies. So that was really dumb of me, actually, because I actually had howitzer rounds coming in for it, so it was about to die anyway, and I lost a 200-point plane for, like, no reason. Anyway, for some reason he doesn't bring the AT helos, so he's got no way of stopping this unless he can see it, and he doesn't bring the recon helos either, so... You know, he's not having a great time. So this 50 cal sort of messing me up because trying to attack it, but... Anyway, so here I am, right, and, you know, he stopped to shoot, apparently, so I'm trying to right-click him, but I'm not sure what's going on here. So I get one of them, but I believe this one survives. Yeah, so we get an M109. That's absolutely massive, by the way. I cannot overstate how big a deal that is. But this one gets away. We kill something else, but it's out of ammo. I retreat it, but it's basically dead. This rifles has a bit of a nightmare after. He was trying to counter battery me before he exploded. We do cap this, which means an extra kill for me. I mean, you know, 20 points that he's not getting, basically. This I could have smoked. I could have played a lot better. He goes on this hell arm. Okay. He gets it, but, you know, this is a 175-point fighter. This does, because it's been artied and stuff, it's got low cohesion. Send out the tornado. Could have been a bit faster there, right, because it's 15 seconds off the tick, so I could have done that 15 seconds ago, basically. Well, like 5, but... Anyway, 4 lore 80s, second best AT launcher in the game, basically. You know, in terms of, like, bands. And then I just miss him 4 times, or I hit him once or something. So I'm going on that drone, and you'll notice this has, you know, side missiles, but I miss it twice, which is not great. This guy fires all his laws, and he only hits it once, so... Big sad. And then yeah, you gotta pay attention to your planes, but you can see the game I'm playing. Oh, he's ticking up again, but it doesn't... As long as I'm killing his guys, right? There's obviously a time pressure component, doesn't matter. But as long as I'm trading favourably, and you'll see the KD at the end, and I'd kill that drone, right? Then I sort of monged out a bit with some of these planes. Like this, I just didn't give it an order and it just flew over all the enemies. And... Anyway, I'm trying to get up here, but he gets me with another Leopard 1. So... Got lots of guys in there. Like I said, after this I vetted the M109s because like every single one of these needs arting basically, and that takes time, right? So you could use HE bombers, but like this, I wasn't given an order. It wasn't given an order. There's a thing, though, with manpads where, basically, if you fly right over them, they tend to miss. Because they can't bend, the missile can't bend fast enough for how fast you're flying over it. Do you see what? Because it's got to do the angle, right? And it can't turn fast enough. So, if I had flown, like, here, I would have died, but because I flew right over, I survived. Really, that shouldn't have survived. But anyway... You know, at this point in the game, I am actually starting to get a bit worried. I have made a lot of mistakes here. The M109 should have been done better, and, you know, he's ticking up and it's past the halfway point, so that's panic stations. The M109s, you know, they've run out of ammo and stuff. But, yeah, and I got the wrong building there, so I don't even get him. So yeah, it could be going a lot better, frankly. These FV432s are reasonably useful for 15 points, because they've got smoke, so you'll see. You'll see. So Chieftain takes out the TOW 2. I do end up smoking, because I thought it would miss. But well, he didn't, so that's nice. And you see, you know, I go forwards, I get shot, I go back, I don't lose the guys, because I'm going to need them later. Yeah, you see I'm missing. Big sad. I wanted to take this, but... Another reason to attack wide, like I really should have just sent 2 units in here, 1 rifles, 1 assault pioneer, maybe 1 javelin as well. But then it's starting to get a bit expensive. Is because like I didn't realise I could literally just walk down here. I mean that's why you watch your replays, folks. Look at that. I could have just got this and just walked down there and been in there. My bad. And that's what these are for as well. You can just check that, and if it dies, it dies. You don't care. But yeah, the other reason to attack wide is like look how much he's had to put here because he's worried that I'm going to attack there again. And because I attacked here, he has to put a load of guys here, and all that means there's less here. So the blob is starting to build up. We're really ahead on trades. Like we are still losing guys. I'm still making mistakes. You know, one of his arty pieces is still up. He's not really using these, but I'm not really using mine properly either. You see, you know, I'm HE-ing it. It's not really doing anything, to be honest. It's a big shame, really. Mortars in this game are just for smoke and nothing else. It doesn't do anything. It's upvetted as well, or it was. Yeah, we're just slowly trying to wear him down. Trying to use the FV432s to kind of shoot some of this infantry. The other thing is if a Milan 1 shoots this, then I can shoot the Milan 1. I really should have brought the AVRE, and I really should have upvetted the howitzers, and if I have to lose the scimitars for that, so be it. You'll notice I haven't bought any. So that's why I'm taking it out. I mean, we'll see if it works. We'll see if it works. But you get the general idea. I'm trying to kind of pressure him. I'm hitting... You know, he's got 14 of these, so that's not great for me, but just keep hitting him, keep hitting him. Using the RT. You don't want to overdo it on the RT. 2 big tubes is enough, really. Vetted if you want more for your money, right? Oh, well, yeah, if you want more for your money. But look, the Milan 2 shoots that. Okay, he gets it. I didn't smoke in time. My bad. I'm moving the mortars after they shoot. But now I know that's there. And I think I eventually do something about it. Eventually. So he's got... So this is really smart from him. You see how he's counter-smoking me here? So my Challenger can't shoot here if... See, the idea behind the Challenger and the Chieftain is you come forwards, you shoot something, you get hit, you go back. You come forwards, you shoot something, you get hit, you go back. But the disadvantage of him smoking here is that I can actually get in here now. So yeah, this guy ended up dying. I'm not really sure how. You see how I lose the Chieftain there? It's because he got stunned by the Milan. Anyway... we're going in on the he puts 2 guys in one building, which is not a good idea because, as you can see, he just took 4 casualties there instead of 2. And look, I'm coming in. The FV432s are adding weight of fire. They are useful for the price. The Challenger isn't shooting that much because of all the smoke, although I'm not sure what's going on there. I guess, oh, that one just faded. It's because the FX doesn't line up, so it fades. And here come the fighters, and you'll notice I'm not attacking without fighter support because I know this is coming. But yeah, these are the HE ones, and they're not the big ones, so I'm going to survive. Like, he literally got maybe a transport there. FV432's getting shot. It's better than anything else getting shot. Attacking here as well is probably a mistake, but, you know, at least I've sort of done him in. And we got both of those bombers, which means he can't do that again. This does get hit, which is a shame. I do need to deal with those mortars, so here's me dealing with those mortars. I could just put 1 on each one, but yeah, I don't know why I didn't do that. That's just another mistake. And yeah, so look, I send the seed out, so the seed can get shot, and then behind that is the cluster in the HE. So the seed dies, and you know, maybe that was dumb, but I really need to clear this out, and his infantry's better than mine, so... Because, you know, the armor can help here, but it can't get in here, so I needed to do that, really. I didn't have a choice. Anyway, so we're attacking now. Arm rifle's not the best thing at running towards enemies. That's something First UK does suffer with. They don't have a big HP squad. It's one of their weaknesses. I'm shooting at the Gepards, the double Gepards here. I'm not sure if I get them. I probably don't, because they're routing and reversing and stuff, and I was aiming in between them both, so... I thought I'd get both, but that's clearly not how it works. And you see, like, yeah, he's getting me, but he's got 3 guys in this, but you'll notice this is out of ammo. And so, yeah, the arm rifles are dying, and that's bad, but I'm getting kills out of it. Losing the SS patrol is definitely worse. I'd lose 2 more Gazelle rockets there because of the minstrels, lots of minstrels. He's smoking here now, so that I can't shoot with my fire support into his thing. And you see the Milan 2s are good, and the rifles are here now, so I'm side-shotting him, right? That's very useful. And you see, basically, it's go time. So, you're probably like, well, why didn't you do this earlier? But if you've been paying attention, you'll know that I've been focusing on just killing him. I could have done a better job of it, but you get the idea. And so now I just have way more shit than him, because I've been focusing on killing him, and he's been focusing on getting points. So yeah, he's losing 3 guys because he puts 3 guys in one building. Yeah, the smoke is doing me in, actually, because it means... Because I have to send in infantry here. Okay, so he buys another bot. This is the... Is this the big one? I always get them mixed up. There's 2. One that'll one-shot a heavy tank, and one that won't. But you saw the Challenger Mark III survived with its 3 top armor, because it wasn't a cluster, right? So he's coming in from the side, and... yeah, so, you know, he's going to get a Chieftain. And he's going to lose his 200-point plane for a Chieftain. 260-point plane. This is a dying shame, man. This guy just caught me out here, and I could have killed that. But, you know, that's why he put it there, I guess. The bads are very good. There's a reason he brings 2 cards. Always have a fighter up when you're pushing, right? Or Revenge AA. I choose both. I have both. So I've had time to build this up, and now I'm going for broke, right? Obviously, I don't know 100% what's behind here, but... I've been killing his guys, I've been paying attention. I know he doesn't have too many guys left. And so, yeah, I'm pushing. Finally get my first tick of the game. Right? Finally get my first points on the board. I got like 10 before that somewhere, probably right at the start. So yeah, we're in... I do struggle with infantry on this div. It might be worth me trading out one card of Warrior Obliques for like more Assault Pioneers or something, but I mean the idea with this div is you just be careful with your infantry, and yeah, at close range everybody kills everybody. These things are mega good. This is such a good combo at close range, because these guys, they come at 2 vet. This autocannon is better than my autocannon, so it'll do more damage, and also it's cheaper. It's just I have an ATGM and he doesn't. So at long range I'm better, but at close range he's better. And you see he's beating me, right? So we finally get a +2, but it's not enough. I know it's not enough, but, you know, because we've killed so many of his guys, I know that now he's going to be weak on this side of the map. Because, you know, I've been killing all his guys. This thing missed a lot, actually. It's really did my head in. Against this one Leopard 1. Basically lost the fight, but it happens, right? And you see, like, the ATGMs, right? But yeah, I'm getting ammo explosions. I don't know, whatever. Challenges really aren't that good. So HE bomber coming in, but he was already dead, so that was a mistake. Yeah, there's 2 minstrels and one hit me and one didn't. But yeah, now I'm pushing here because I know that, you know, all his reinforcements are going here, and I've killed a lot. He did get me through the smoke here, just ran in and got me, so my bad. So I did lose that tick. But, you know, at this point, I've won because there's only 12 minutes left, but he's literally got no units. so I'm free to take everywhere on the map. Like, I wasn't aware of golf, but I would have gone for it because these FV432s, you know, although I've lost most of them now, pretty useful. The other thing is once you get up to here, you put him in here and he can't get back in. I'm arting this Humvee, although I'm pretty sure the ATGMs get it. I'm sending strikers around the side. Like, he's literally got nothing. So he's sending this Leopard 2 up here to try and hold on to this, but I send the Hell Arms. That's another thing you can do, just send a Hell Arm over, because the Minstrels have only got so much range, right? So I basically know, you know, I play the game a lot, so I know. And that gets a side shot. It was a crit there, like it would have been 2 hits instead of 1, but I mean, ultimately, he was still fucked, right? Because what's he gonna do? I suppose he could smoke and hide in it and reverse and go here, but either way, I've won this game because this is coming in here, this is coming in here, that will give me a +4, and then I'll come for this one, and he's not got any guys left. So yeah, that's how to do it. That's how it's done. So I'll just show you the KD. I hope you find these kind of guide-style videos useful. And you see, look, he's a really good player. He's got 2 accounts. He was higher ranked before this game, obviously. But he's played 400 ranked games this season on 1 account, and he's got 2. And I've played 300, and that's more than the vast majority of people. So go Stormtroopers, and you see the arty. So this is why I've gone back and upvetted the arty. Next time I come up against this, I'll be even better. And you saw the mistakes I made. I shouldn't have sent that bomber over the middle, right? Because it just died and that CV was going to die anyway. I should have played a little bit slower. And next time I'll try it with the CEV. So if you enjoyed this video, do toss me a like. It makes YouTube recommend the video to more people. And I hope you enjoyed this game as much as my opponent did. Have a lovely day.